Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om is a name of the Lord. An address unto the Lord I surrender. Surrender means I don't offer my resistance. What is Ishvara. What is the laws that govern the manifestation, sustenance, and resolution of all the names and forms which we call the world. Very orderly. To that Ishvara, who is in the form of what is, I let go my resistance. I want to let go my resistance. The prayer is not to the material cause. The prayer is at an altar, which is the material. The prayer is always to the Nimitta Karanam, the maker, a conscious being. A conscious being who responds. A conscious being who blesses. A conscious being who understands. A conscious being in whose vision I can never be imperfect. My body, my mind, my senses are exactly as they should be, and so is the world in the vision of all-knowing Ishvara. I recognize my own helplessness, my inability to order my life as I like, my inability to change things which I want to, my inability even to tap the grace of Ishvara, my inability to change my past, my inability to determine what tomorrow will hold for me. When I recognize my helplessness and also recognize the presence of one all-knowing, all-capable Ishvara, prayer is natural. I invoke that devotee in me. And very mindfully say Namaha. May this session of meditation be fruitful for me. I let the world be, at least for a time being. I grant the world the freedom to be what it is. The world will remain what it is. The granting freedom is freeing myself from the preoccupation with the world, the preoccupation which keeps me away from myself, the true self that I am. Visualize the people who are your immediate circle, people who take your mental time, like parents, spouse, children. One by one, grant them the space, the freedom to be what they are. Father, mother. This is how they are, or this is how they were, even if they are not presently in the world. They were the way they were because they couldn't have been different given their background. I let them be what they are. I drop my demand that they should be different. Same way, visualize your siblings, whoever you have a close contact with, and allow them to be what they are. Go one step further. If you want them to be different, or you have a concern or care for them, pray for them. Pray for them to change in a way you think will benefit them. You have the freedom to pray. When we are frustrated, helpless, it's hard to accept. You act. Prayer is an action. By acting upon your wish, you will be able to let the wish go temporarily at least. Your own past, a past which bothers you, manifesting as expressions like, I wish I had a different kind of childhood. I wish my parents were different. I wish I went to a better school. I wish I was born in a different country, in a different time. I wish I was a man. I wish I hadn't married. All such wishes represent a resistance to what was. And the resistance continues in these expressions. The event is over. My resistance continues. If I want to be free from my past, I have to accept my past. This is how it was. I can't change my past, nor can anyone else, including Ishvara. Why should I hold on to my past? If someone else bothers me, I can look for an alternative source of help. If I trouble myself by holding on to my own past, who can help me? I have to let go. And I can't let go unless I say, it happened, it's okay. Okay, not as approval, but I can't change it. It's over. And if I am unable to let go, I pray to Ishvara, help me let go. Help me accept my own past. My whole life has become meaningful in my being able to come to this day when I want to accept everything, when I want to free myself from my own thinking, my own judgment of myself. Having granted freedom to the world, including my own past, I now pay attention to my body, visualizing it limb by limb from top to bottom. Start with the head. Visualize each part as we have done for the last 2 days. Left eye, left eyebrow, right eye, right eyebrow. Even an eyebrow can be a source of a complex. I become objective to it. This is how it is. Left ear, right ear, left side of the face, right side of the face, nose, lips, chin, neck, short neck, long neck, thick neck. It's just a neck. I am objective to it, no judgment. This is how this face is. Same way, proceed to visualize each part of the body. If there is any discomfort, disability in any part of the body, we acknowledge it. This is how this part is. This is how this body is. Its weight, its height, its gender, its looks. This is how it is, period. Now shift your attention to the sense of touch. Between the hands and the lap they are placed on. Between the fingers clasping each other. Your whole attention is to the sense of touch. One can't tell the fingers apart. Now I shift my attention to the sense of hearing. If there is a sound to be heard, it's heard. I'm not waiting for a sound. I hear some birds chirping. And I recognize that I don't hear using my will. I don't experience the sense of touch using my will. They are given. Sounds are given. Ears are given. Mind is given. Hearing is given. Recognize it's all given. Now I shift my attention to the mind, with which I have been paying attention to everything else. Now I drop paying attention to the mind. I have nothing specific to accomplish. Meditation really looks like doing in the beginning, but it is more being than doing. I want to know myself without the extra baggage which I carry. Baggage is in form of worrying, mentation, thinking myself into a depression. Thinking is a privilege. A privilege means I can use it, I need not use it. This is a time with myself, and I don't want to use even my thinking. Not making any choices, not preferring. If I say there should be silence in this hall, that's a preference. If I want silence, the coughing disturbs me. I let any sounds be. I drop my demand. I drop my preference. I'm aware of whatever is happening. If there is a reaction in the mind, I'm aware of that too. I let the world be. I let the mind be. No demands that it should be different. No attempt to control it. He Govind Gopal. I am now just a simple, awareful being. Endowed with a body and mind and senses. Non demanding, awareful being. Since I want nothing to be different, my will has nothing to do. It remains suspended. Me without free will is comfortable or not. See for yourself. This is the person who meditates. Now, this person chooses to chant a mantra mentally. And it's a prayer, it's not just a chant. You make your sankalpa. Why you're making this prayer? It could just be that I want to know Ishvara as he is. Or it could be that I want to get over some inability. O Lord, help me to examine my own thinking, my own priorities, and reshuffle them in the light of my understanding. May I not hold on to my old thinking. May I have the freedom to live my life freshly. That's my prayer for the day. And now I chant the mantra, which is an action, a mental action. Om Ishaya Namaha. I'm praying to a conscious being who's capable of blessing me. Om Ishaya Namaha. Om Ishaya Namaha. Make sure there is an interval. It's not a recursive chanting. Most of the time in our day, we don't have a boundary between one thought and another. They just run as a series, not distinguished as discrete thoughts. What's important now is each time you offer the prayer, Om Ishaya Namaha, it is one discrete thought. You should be able to see the discreteness, the separateness of each thought. And then the next thought, after an interval, has to be the same thought. You are deliberately thinking a thought you want, very important, very helpful. Om Ishaya Namaha. Om Ishaya Namaha. Pray. If the mind moves away, bring it back. This is called Manasa Japa. You stop chanting and just be yourself. Be aware of the unchanging silence, the unchanging you. Each noise reveals the silence. Each noise reveals a silence. Your attention is to the silence. No resistance to the sound. Your attention is to use yourself, the unchanging silence. No noise displaces or disturbs this silence, cannot. If a sound cannot disturb you, no thought can disturb this silence. That's an insight you need to see, gain for yourself. We use this opportunity where there's an unavoidable sound. You use the opportunity to free yourself from the notion that the sound can disturb you. Om. I am deliberately introducing a sound. Om. Your attention is to the unchanging, awareful presence in which these words shine. He Govind, He Gopal, हे गोविंद, हे गोविंद, हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद, हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद, हे गोपाल, हे गोपाल। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Tat Sat. May leave quietly whenever you wish to.